There are certain moments in a D&D table in which everybody is on board and we're able to reach a certain flow state where we're collectively telling an extraordinary story. If you have experienced sessions like that, you know how memorable they become. When they happen, every piece of the session seems to have a perfect fit, from great role-playing to exciting dialogues to epic storytelling. Once you've experienced sessions like that, you get kind of addicted. You know they're special, but you want them to happen more and more often. That was what made me think hard on what I could do to create the best possible environment for role-playing and storytelling in my game table. One thing that I learned was to pay much attention at the start of my adventures. I think that the first impression of an adventure sets the starting energy of a game. If you start on a low, it's so hard to raise it throughout the session. And if you start on a high, it's so much easier to keep it up and set the ground for those special flow moments to happen. That's why for me it's so important to carefully craft a great adventure hook. After all, it sets the first impression of your game session. And I learned to do that playing casual game sessions. For instance, some time ago, a group of 4 friends came to visit me. The plan was to play in one-off D&D session in the afternoon and then have drinks at night. We wouldn't have much time, so I just pitched one of the plots that I imagine when I'm taking showers. An old noble seemed to have been framed by a rival and taken into prison by a crime he didn't commit. He used to be a war veteran and a skilled swordsmaster. The quest, as you can imagine, was proving his innocence. Everyone was comfortable with the plot, so I asked them to create characters around it, and they did. One of them would be the noble's young daughter, another would be one of his old friends, a third one of his disciples. The last character would be an investigator who used to be a war veteran just like the nobleman and who believed on his innocence. This kind of setup looked like a small detail to me at first. But then I started to always work together with my players to tie their characters' backstories into my plots. And I learned that the best adventure hooks are the ones that actually matter for their characters. It doesn't matter if it's a casual one-off or the beginning of an epic campaign. I learned to always make my adventures about the player characters. I understood that making sure the characters are absolutely connected with the story from its very beginning is one of the most important things I could do to engage my players and start sessions with a high energy. And many times, that's what you need to set apart a great session from a lousy one.